All right, today we are diving into something that's being pitched as an all-in-one AI command center for developers. It's called Flow Claude, and honestly, it might just change the way we think about writing code. So let's get right into it and see what all the hype is about. So before we can really get what this thing does, we have to talk about the problem it's trying to solve. And it's a feeling that I'm sure pretty much every developer out there knows all too well. That constant, draining feeling of being overloaded. I mean, does this look familiar to you? Because it sure does to me. The world of modern development can feel like you're trying to swim in an ocean of different tools. It is so easy to feel like you're just drowning, constantly jumping between different apps, terminals, and websites just to get one simple task done. And this really gets to the heart of that chaos. First, you've got tool fragmentation, where every single piece of your workflow lives in its own little box. That forces you into constant context switching, which, let's be honest, absolutely destroys your focus and productivity. And then, just to top it all off, you've got these ridiculously complex setups every time you want to start something new. It's exhausting. So, what's the escape route from all this mess? Well, the big idea here is to stop juggling a million separate tools and instead move towards a single integrated AI command center. And that right there is where Flow Claude enters the picture. It's built from the ground up to be that central hub, that one place that brings your entire development process together into a single unified flow. Now, the official term for this is an advanced agentic development environment. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a mouthful, I know, but the definition is what really matters. It's not just another app to add to the pile. It's a unified system where a bunch of different AI-powered tools all work together seamlessly. The keyword here is integration. Okay, so let's dig into how this command center actually works under the hood. It all begins with this incredible ability to manage entire teams of AI agents. The concept is called orchestration. The engine driving this whole operation is a platform called Claude Flow. I want you to think of it like the conductor of an orchestra. But instead of directing musicians, it's coordinating dozens of specialized AI agents, telling them exactly what to do and how to work together to build something. And this is where it gets really cool because it has two main ways of working. On one hand, you've got swarm intelligence. This is perfect for those quick hit-and-run tasks like, hey, generate this React component for me. Then, for the big stuff, you have hive mind intelligence. This is for your complex, multi-stage projects where different agents need to collaborate and share what they've learned over days or even weeks. Now, with all this AI power flying around, you need some kind of structure, right? Otherwise, it's just chaos. That's where the SPARC methodology comes in. It's a clear 5-step process that guides everything. It takes you all the way from defining the initial specs to the final completion, making sure the whole process is systematic and, actually predictable. So, we've seen how the agents are managed, but what about the agents themselves? We're not talking about one or two general-purpose AIs here. We are talking about a massive, sprawling library of specialists. Get this, the system comes preloaded with over 610 specialized AI agents right out of the box. That is literally an entire army of digital experts ready to go to work on any problem you throw at them. And check out this breakdown. This is what I find so fascinating. The vast majority, 422 of them to be exact, are non-coding agents. That's huge. It shows this system is designed for so much more than just writing code. We're talking research, business analysis, project planning, you name it. And of course, you still have 188 dedicated coding specialists to handle all the heavy lifting. And here's what that actually looks like in practice. You've got agents that are experts in front-end stuff like React and Vue. You've got your back-end specialists for Node.js and Python. You even have agents that can do business analysis, like market research or competitor analysis. Need a Go expert? A DevOps pro? Yep, they're in there. Okay, so you've got this incredible army of agents, which is awesome. But even an army needs the right gear to get the job done. So let's look at the toolkit that comes integrated with this whole environment. So get this. Even something as fundamental as version control gets a massive AI upgrade. Instead of using traditional Git, this system uses something called Agentic Jujitsu. The claim here is that it's up to 23 times faster because it's lock-free. And this is the crazy part. It can automatically resolve merge conflicts with an 87% success rate. That is a game changer. And just look at the raw power we're talking about with the rest of the tools. You're not stuck with just one AI model. You get access to over 100 of them so you can pick the best one for the job. You can test your apps across more than 140 different emulated devices. And you can build incredibly complex automated workflows with over 500 pre-built nodes. So with all of these agents running around, you might be wondering, how do I even know what they're doing? Well, that's where AgTrace comes in. It's basically a flight recorder for your AI. It gives you a complete transparent view into what every agent is doing, how much it's costing you in API calls, and lets you debug entire sessions in real time. So when you put it all together, you can see this isn't just one tool. It is the whole shebang. You've got the core AI, the agent army, the development framework, support for tons of models, and that absolutely critical observability layer. It all comes together as one pre-configured package. So when you step back and look at all these pieces, the AI orchestration, that massive agent army, the superpowered toolkit, you start to realize this isn't just an incremental improvement. This is pointing towards a massive shift in what it even means to develop software. And this quote from the project's documentation just hits the nail on the head. It says this is a shift from a world where developers write code to one where they orchestrate intelligent agents. The whole idea isn't just about coding faster, it's about changing the developer's job description entirely. And that, of course, leaves us with one big provocative question. As these kinds of all-in-one, agent-driven systems get more powerful, the very definition of a developer could be about to change, and change fast. The real question is, are we ready for it?